I cannot work like this with these people anymore. We're going to be recasting some of these parts. So if you're interested in playing one of the roles, just let us know in the comments below. Hey, it's day 31, April 15th. Tax day. It's tax day. Did you do your taxes? I didn't. This is the first tax day in the history of the country that the government sent money out. Right? We didn't get ours, though.
Nope.
A lot of people did, but we didn't get our stimulus checks.
That's because 8's in our block.
Yeah, they're trying to fix it as we speak, but the money's in limbo somewhere. It's in a bank in the middle of Beverly Hills in somebody else's name. Hello.
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 How are you?
Me?
Yeah. You're excited. You've been in a good mood all day.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also tired and over it.
Yeah, we're all tired and over it. Trust me.
Why are you excited? Oh, you don't want to say.
The thing that I'm
She's just excited for life.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. How about you?
I'm excited. I am off work. I helped 48 students on the phone today. I'm counting.
That's good.
Yeah, it's the most all week so far. Today was my busiest day. I'm exhausted. And I had a good mail day for my birthday. So I'm excited.
Okay.
My beautiful doll Agnes is modeling this amazing outfit that was handmade by my new dolly friend April. April lives in another state and we became doll friends on a doll group. And her birthday is this month too. So we were just discussing how sad this month's birthdays are. And she thought it would be a fun idea if we exchanged addresses and pen pals. And then we each sent each other something for our birthday to make it special. So I got her a cute Our Generations outfit that I had for my doll that I really like. So I went and got her one. Because I don't sew. She does sew. So I got this amazing handmade outfit right here.
So what?
Cute. So thank you, April, if you watch this. And then I also got from my friend Nikki, more of those nails that I promoted yesterday. She sent me a set of them. So I have more nails to put on. I'm so excited. And beautiful birthday card. You have to show the cards.
Okay, let me go over to the cards.
My cards are
as Austin
glowing.
looks about Indiana, best places to live.
Yeah.
Indiana's drunkest cities. There you go.
Oh my
Do
god.
you see my card?
Yeah, look at all the cards. It's
My
that
birthday
long
Saturday. I already
one.
have that many cards.
You know, Austin, what if you were just a nomad who just ran around the entire world living everywhere?
There you go.
What if you just walked the earth like Kung Fu?
Forrest Gump. You know, just run
Don't you
around
have
the
some
world.
announcements?
I just wanted to shout out to Nikki and April. Those were pretty much my announcements. I think you have some announcements.
I do?
Uh-huh.
What do I have to announce?
Oh, you have a list of things you wanted to mention?
Oh, well, I'll do that after I flip around.
Oh, okay.
I'm tired.
Yeah, everyone's sort of lethargic. We had a big meal.
I told you I worked really hard today.
Yeah.
So I finally sat down for the first time, and I'm just like,
And your husband cooked dinner for you.
yes, because I was tired, and it was very good. And now I just want to sit. I want to watch Survivor, and I want to eat ice cream. And that's all I want from tonight.
Yeah, I've just been playing with my Furby all day. I'm looking at pictures of Furbies. You can agree with this.
Yes.
You looked at some with me.
Yes.
Why would you look at pictures of Furby?
'Cause she wants more, Daddy.
I want more.
Send Furbies.
Y'all, I want Furbies. I'll take good care of them.
Look at this Furby. Isn't it great?
I will say the Furby's a little crazy. I didn't know it really listens to you. Like, really.
It doesn't listen to you.
We were planning this, like, party, and it kept going, party, party. It was so weird. I'm like, what is
Well,
talking
okay.
about?
It doesn't. It only knows a few English words right now because I haven't had it for a very long time.
Well, it knows
so
party
it just repeats the
very
ones
well.
that it know. It knows listen, light, party, and kiss, and all it does is repeat those ones over and over.
When I met your mother, that's all she understood about me, too.
You just happened to be coincidentally talking about a party,
When he went crazy for a party.
and he went crazy for
Okay,
a party.
okay.
He doesn't listen to you. He doesn't have anything that listens.
I was thinking maybe. My phone does that stuff all the time, so I thought he was maybe like my phone.
This is the 90s.
Oh. Well, they should make Furbies again with that phone technology. It's crazy.
They did. They were
They
really
did
ugly.
that.
They had screens for eyes.
And they were like round.
Oh.
They were not good. And their ears were like Gross.
Okay, so only like the old Furbies.
I only like the old ones. I think the 2005 ones kind of like Gremlins. They have like weird eyelids. They have like bottom eyelids.
Mm-hmm.
She's really studied this.
Yeah, I like Furbies.
And there's Austin.
Hello. You're not going to get much out of me because I'm also very tired.
Austin's on how many days of work?
Like, what, my 12th day in a row, it feels like?
Day
Yeah.
31 has taken its toll, right,
Yeah.
Luna?
All I know is I walked all of
today.
last week and all of this week.
That's the best part of the day.
I was looking at my schedule at the break room, and I still have no scheduled day off. So I'm hoping that when the next schedule
You get to go
arrives,
outside and be a normal human being. I feel so bad for you.
Well, I do feel bad because like you guys are all stuck here at home. When I get home, it's like, oh, I'm so happy to be here because I've been at the store so much, and you know, people are on edge now. Like when this started, people were angry, but now people like you'll get like 6 people in a row that are so heartless. Like people are just so mean. It sucks. And I get everyone's on edge and everyone's stressed out, so I don't blame people at all.
Why are we trying to find the top 10 drunkest cities?
For Austin,
Yeah,
he's checking out a new state to
I
move
like to drink
He wants
apple
to go to
juice.
the number 1 drinking area.
Number 1 apple juice town. What is it?
to.
I like apple juice.
We
Number
know.
1 apple juice.
We should have.
Where do they grow apples? Like Wisconsin?
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
You
both
also
those
like
states.
orange juice. You can move to Florida.
Yeah. Too hot.
He's already
Too
in
hot.
Orange County. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Please, honey, come to
Oh,
Florida.
there
We
hasn't
miss
been an
you.
orange grove here in like 50 years, buddy. I have news for you.
Did Disneyland take it?
Yeah, Disneyland. Yeah.
Pablo?
nuts.
Yeah.
Pablo, honey?
Okay.
Colorblind.
Please, honey, come to Florida. We
I have
miss you.
music. So like, this is what I've been
Oh
reviewing.
God! Why does he repeat them?
I like to remind people of what I'm listening to, so that you can go on the. What do kids listen to? What's that called? Is it like Spotify?
Up on the spoofy?
Spotify? What do kids listen to?
Spotify?
Spotify.
They listen to Napster.
Napster? Is that
Napster
popular
book?
still? And what's the other one called? It's like Inline, Jam Out, something like that. iTunes? I don't know.
You thinking of Fresh Jams?
So
That was Jade
today's
Harley's at home.
Kids Bop?
today's album is another band like the Waitresses.
They're kind of creepy.
It's a band that never had a bad song. Every song they released was
How
amazing.
many did they release?
About 12. Exactly. This is Yaz.
Oh, they
Though,
get even more.
This is the American release of Yaz. If you actually want to find them, type in Yazoo. Yazoo.
Yazoo.
They had to switch their name
Is
when
that
they
one of the
released this
Pillar
in the U.S. Mom, you want to talk about Yaz since you have some history with this album?
I just like Alison Moyet.
Yes, she loves the lady on this
Me
album.
too.
Alison Moyet is the lead singer. She is the original Adele. Is she not?
She is.
She has a beautiful voice. Vince Clarke is an amazing keyboardist and synthesizer. He practically invented electronic music. This was his first project once he left Depeche Mode. He was the founding member of Depeche Mode. Didn't work out, so he formed this band, which had a top 10 hit, multiple top 10 hits. And then, after 1 album and a half, just like the Waitresses, the band split.
It's like
Vince
yeah,
Clarke
it's
and
like
Alison
Christmas
Moyet did
Day.
not get along very well, so they left. And Vince found a man named Andy Bell and created a band named Erasure.
And eventually they got married.
There you go, there you go. So Vince Clarke was part of 3 bands that had top hits. I mean, that's amazing. He's had an amazing, prolific career. This is an early example of electronic music perfected. So many great tracks on here. Don't Go, Situation, Only You, Bad Connection, what else we got on here? Winter Kills, ooh, that's a good one. This doesn't have Nobody's Diary on it, though. That was in the second album. That's my favorite.
You have
It's not on
stereo
here.
MCs, Get Connected.
It's not on here, no. I like the track Goodbye 70s. It's all about how disco's dying, which fits this album well. It was a transitionary album. We're moving away from disco to synth pop. This was a very influential album to video game music, to 80s electronic music, and to British music as a whole. Very popular band, 1 album and a half. And that's it. Yazoo, you saw Yazoo live, Mom.
I saw Alison Moyet.
In what year?
It would have been late 80s.
Late 80s.
Yeah, I think it was one of the acoustic K-Rock Christmas something or other.
Oh, yeah, they did those, so it was just her alone. Yeah, no, her and Vince, I mean, they both brilliant singers and songwriters, but they teamed up and created this amazing, amazing album. Look at the cover. Look at that. Just look up Yazoo. It'll take you 40 minutes to listen to all the band's work. You had one EP and one album, and it's just amazing. So, you got... Oh, shoot. I'm tired. Same energy, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Lightning in a bottle, right? Mm-hmm. Brilliant bands
Just
that had little output and like 2 singles. So, check out The Waitresses and Yazoo. Not very well known, but underrated and great bands. These 4 albums here are like the quintessential 80s albums to me. This is what I think of when I think of 80s. Mom, do you agree with me? Definitely. These are the best albums of the 80s.
I don't see Sports or 4.
No, none
or
of that.
Back in the High Life.
None of that pop stuff. This is 80s.
I don't know what that is.
Which one?
What you just said. Is that a band?
Huey Lewis of the News, Sports.
Oh, I don't listen to him.
Huey Lewis of the News, 4. Steve Winwood, Back in the High Life.
The only exception I'm willing to make is maybe Purple Rain up here. You put Purple Rain up here, and now you're complete.
There's no Phil Collins there.
Your dad and his old man music.
Terrible taste. Just terrible.
Phil Collins, Peter Gabriel.
So these are my 80s dream team. Tomorrow we'll do something a little different.
Look how disgusted she is at my music taste.
Something more contemporary.
Pretty much.
I'm just looking at pictures of Furbies.
Just looking at pictures of
I'm
Furbies.
actually looking at them too.
I thought we'd play a game later
Okay.
that signifies our stay in quarantine.
Okay.
And it is Stay Alive by Milton Bradley.
Oh man, you didn't think of dusting that off before you brought it
No,
out?
the dust is part of its charm.
You need to dust
Part
that
of its
off.
charm. You gotta, like Jumanji, you gotta open it up, you gotta blow the dust
I
off.
would say it's like Jumanji.
Yeah, it's Jumanji.
I like that my funny phone.
The poor mother has asthma, man. You gotta dust it off.
Uh-huh.
At Target, I got a duster now, and I'm dusting everything. Stole it
Like
spotless.
a big cowboy coat?
What?
A duster?
Like a duster.
Oh, like a feather duster.
I don't know.
Like Mr. Whipple.
Yeah. I'm tired. I want chocolate. Do we have chocolate?
I'm sure we
I want
do.
He wants to
Austin
sneeze.
never wants chocolate.
I know.
We have
Luna, how's your day? Any updates?
Oh no.
You're gonna stay right there. We got you.
I did some art and played some video games.
Uh-huh.
Socialized.
Yeah.
I feel more active today than I did yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday I slept on the couch. I just crashed.
I'm jealous, I'm with the rest of you all. I'm working my butt off, waiting for that paycheck, waiting for that stimulus check. Counting down the minutes.
I just have to sit here and the government
I like this
send me
one a
all the
lot.
money I need.
Mm-hmm.
Well, aren't you lucky?
Well, you're essential.
I did do applications for Walmart and Ralph's.
I have
so
a
I'll
meme
see if I hear
about
back from
essential
them.
workers. I sent it to the group chat. Do I still have it?
Are you doing cribs or no cribs?
I don't have any more places to do cribs.
We could do my.
We found one, so hand it off to yourself.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay, can I show this meme first?
Oh, absolutely.
What is it? Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Can I see?
It said it was you.
Oh yeah.
I sent it to the family group chat and nobody responded except for mom, who
No
said,
one used the group chat. We're all in the same room.
LOL!
I use it.
We're all
This
in
show
house.
is the group chat.
Okay.
There's no need for the group
Apparently
chat
we
anymore.
have a place to do cribs. I wasn't aware
It's a
of
mystery
this.
place.
I don't even know what this is. So,
Oh, she's got a thing to do.
This has been an extremely boring show tonight, and nobody's talking, and I didn't make fun of Austin. Instead, I just tuned him out. So I'll pass it to me, and hopefully a funnier segment than the one that we just did. How fun! Even more fun than this cribs area that we're apparently doing tonight. My father calls this the autograph wall. Just incredible. Let's start at the bottom here. I forgot about him. This is Arcade Matt. We used to watch a lot of his videos because my dad finds it very fascinating when he wins at a claw machine, and it puts my mom to sleep. And it was cool, so we watched him a lot. Yeah, he'd be like, "What's up, goobers?" He's that guy. Pretty cool. My mom messaged him on Instagram, and then he sent us a framed picture for Easter. That was last year, right?
Last year?
Last Easter. This one. I think this has got to be Back to the Future, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Jeffrey Weissman, who replaced Crispin Glover in Back to the Future 2 and 3.
So interesting.
He's a friend of ours.
Friend. Okay. This, I think we all know who this is. If this man didn't exist, I wouldn't exist.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, because they were in line for a Morsey convention, and my mom was like, "Whoa, you're the dorky kid with the doll." And then my dad was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess I am."
I guess I am, you know.
So then they fell in love. This guy. This is the guy. Is that really his signature?
Yes.
You really have his signature?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Gene Wilder, you know, Willy Wonka. If you don't know who that is, hello?
You shouldn't be watching this show.
Those are two people.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't tell you who they are.
That is Mackenzie Phillips on the left
Uh-huh.
and Paula Matt on the right.
Now, what are they from?
That is from the movie American Graffiti.
Interesting. Moving on. This was not confirmed to be real.
Yeah, we don't know if that's real or not. That
But
is
that's,
who?
Harry Houdini. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was the guy who locked himself in like a cage with like locks and stuff and got out, right?
Yes, the lockpick king.
Yeah, that guy.
The handcuff king.
We got two of the same person here. This is, our friend Pee Wee Herman, who texts my dad sometimes. It's like, Merry Christmas, He just like texts him.
This is him in the Playhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a rare picture disc from the 1985 movie, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And the song was supposed to be in the movie, but is not in the movie.
Spectacular. Now, what's this one all the way up here?
Any idea who these people are?
Nope. No idea.
That is Charles Grodin on the left,
Charles Grodin, that's an ugly name.
Robert De Niro on the right.
Ooh, that's also bad. Robert De Niro.
You don't know who
Grodin.
Robert De Niro is?
Those are just like gross names. They sound like I don't know, like their last names sound like they could be like mucus. Grodin. De Niro. Those are definitely some sort of
take
like.
a guess what movie this is.
I don't know. Some really bad 80s movie that Mom probably didn't like, but you liked because you were a dork. Am I right? She's nodding. I think I'm right.
Midnight Run? Never heard of it.
What did I tell you? I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's a pretty good collection, I think.
It's so good. Where are you? What are
Why
you
would
doing?
I hang my own autographed picture on the wall?
Because you're also a celebrity.
I am not a celebrity.
How come Elvira isn't on here?
Her poster's in the garage. It really wouldn't fit in the living room.
I have about 5 autographs in my
Yeah.
bedroom.
There you go.
All right.
alive.
Well, as always,
I'm adding to the memory board right now.
what are you adding?
Future memory board?
She's still.
She's stealing your thunder.
What is it?
She's stealing my show again.
It's not a
The
memory
back
board.
to normal board.
Back to normal
It's not a
board.
memory.
Future
Anyways,
memory board.
As always, I am your host, Ryder Tucker, and this has been Cribs. I have to say that they're surprising me with different Cribs locations nowadays. So I genuinely think we've ran out at this point. We've done everything. So I don't know what to tell you.
Signing off.
This has been Cribs, and let's hope we'll find another place to interview.
Yeah, now I'm ready. What do you think? I have joined the Shriners while I've been in quarantine. I am the third level. I'm the third level in the third reconciliation of the last of the McKettricks supplements. The Traveler came as a large and moving tour. Many shubs and zools know what it was to be roasted in the depths of the floor that day, I can tell you. It's day 31. This would normally be Halloween if it was October, but there's nothing to celebrate. Our governor keeps pushing the date back. The mayor of Los Angeles has lost his mind, and the people of Michigan are picketing in the streets as the police tell them they're not allowed to picket, and they say, we're picketing because you're telling us we're not allowed to picket. So we've come, look at this whip around, full circle on it. Full circle. Here's what happened today. I went to Starbucks with Luna to get a Frappuccino, and the Starbucks I go to has 2 entrances for the parking lot, one from the neighborhood and the other from busy Beach Boulevard. And everybody comes in it from Beach Boulevard, so the line snakes to Beach Boulevard. Now, I come in from the other side because to get to the Beach Boulevard one, I'd have to go all the way around, and it's way too much trouble. So I pull it in, and of course, no one will let me in the line because no one wants to let anybody go ahead of them because it's California. So I waited. 1 car, 2 car, 3 car, and I'm just, again, I've said on the show many times, I don't want any confrontations with anybody over anything. I am not that guy. If you want to pick a fight with me, that's different. But I don't start fights, and I don't put myself in situations where it's going to be I'm just not interested in that. So I thought I'll just sit here, listen to the music, and then the 4th car, the guy put his hand up and said, go on. And I put my hand up and was thankful. So we got through the line. We got to the window. And it was a young guy. And we just started talking. And we talked a little longer than we should have, waiting for the drinks. He told me about how he didn't get a stimulus check because he's a dependent. And how his grandmother watches the news all day and scolds him and yells at him. And I said, dude, how old is your grandma? 95. I said, dude, record 1 newscast and just play it every day. Then you know what's coming. She's not going to know. She's going to forget, and everybody wins. And maybe you could blow her mind by predicting what people are going to say. So he laughed. And as I got my drinks, I said, the guy behind me, what did he get? And he tells me, and I said, I'm going to pay for it. Now, I don't ever do that because I'm never in a situation where I have money to do that. Not that I'm in this situation now by any degree, but it wasn't a lot of money, and I wanted to do something nice, so I paid for the guy's drink, and I told the guy at the window, when he gets up here, tell him that I said thanks for letting me go in line. So Luna and I drove off, and it's just a little tiny thing, but it feels good because it's normal, because it's being nice to people. And we need more of that in the world. We need more of people being nice. We need more Dale McKenzies in this world. That's a good one, right? A nice guy who says, the adventure begins now. That's what we need. And less of what, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. We don't need that anymore. We need niceness. What the world needs now is love, love, love. Right, Rachel?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So my friend Toby's coming over to drop some boxes off, and he said, can I sit in the driveway and talk to you from my car? And I said, well, of course. Because we have a lot of people that we know who are not married, and these people are living alone or in a room because their roommates have taken over the rest of the house. I don't know Toby's situation. I'm not speaking for him, but I know other people like that. And if you want to drive up to the street and say hi, we're still allowed to do that. We can do drive-through things, right? As long as we social distance ourselves. So we are going to social distance with Toby and see what's going on with him. Want to say hey to Noel Cox? I was texting Noel Cox late last night. He built a castle out of styrofoam. That's what it's come to. He built a brick by brick by brick castle out of pieces of styrofoam. That is doing a puzzle without looking at the box. So kudos to him for that. Also wanted to say hello to our good friend Albert. I've known Albert for a while now. He's a cool cat. He's a theme park guy like me. And we just have to say hello to each other. Rachel got 2 letters in the mail today with cards, cards with letters. And it was weird to see people going back to writing letters and giving that human touch, because that's what's been missing in the world. You can like a thing on Facebook and share a thing and wish somebody a happy birthday with a little tiny cake, but that's not equal to sending them a card or calling them on the phone and saying, hey, we're just thinking about you, because we need to band together now, folks. Now, more than ever, we need to band together. So I hope you're banding together. I don't have any choice but to band together. I've banded together with all these people, and they stare at their phones all day as I stare at mine recording. So it's a little different. Different, but same.
Do you like the Furbies I'm sending you?
They're sending Furby memes and pictures to each other.
I Furby.
Once again, I plead with anyone out there, if you can hear me, send help.
You're watching
send somebody to save me. If you could send Catherine Mary Stewart from Night of the Comet to my house, or Winona Ryder from one of her films to my house. They could stand in the driveway and talk to me, and I would be very appreciative. If anybody knows Aaron Gray, have Aaron Gray come to the house. I'm lonely.
How are you lonely when you have a hot wife?
Bro.
Okay, you're pissing me off. You gotta wrap it up over there, buddy.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles here on 91 Reasons.
The thing was, I listened to.
No, go ahead. We just capture it. There's no preamble to it.
To let's say the first 13 on my drive to Mammoth. I drove to Mammoth and back. I delivered medical supplies.
It's one of my oldest friends in the world. It's Toby. He's keeping 6 feet away from us like he's supposed to. We're doing social distancing.
It's so good to see someone. I'm like, someone's at the house? I want to say hi.
Well, I actually messaged him. I said, "Hey, I'd like to. You cool with me coming by? Because I kind of like to see people.
Yeah.
Because I live by myself. You guys at least have a family unit.
Oh.
We were just talking about that.
We have a few friends right now that live by themselves, and they're like starting to go mad. I'm like, I don't know how you do it.
I mean, my apartment is connected to a house, so I have my landlord.
That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
I mean, I engage. I mean, they're friends. I mean, I talk to them and stuff, and they invite me in. We go have a drink. And yesterday we were in there talking about, the stuff. He actually works in the lab.
Oh, that's good. So give us the scoop.
He says this thing is crazy.
Yeah.
And then confirming today, because I work events, so all my events up until today were canceled through May. As of today, with LA's pushed it to late June, but they're saying they don't think anything's going to happen.
No, well, here's the thing. Nothing's going to happen in LA for the rest of the year. But Orange County is totally different.
Yeah.
We have a different set of rules out
Nevada
here.
will open
Because we don't have Vegas will open before we do.
I would like to think
And I say we as a state.
If it does, will we be able to go there, or will they stop us at like the border?
They'll stop us at the border and take our temperature. The president already said that.
They can take my temperature. I just want to go to Vegas. I just want to see people.
Like, that the guy that...
At a bar.
Have you guys seen the videos of Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chilling.
Like, I mean, there's
It looks like the end of the
the
world.
people on skate. I mean, there's a lot of different.
Yeah, we're watching the same videos.
Yeah.
He's watching the lady and her son on
Yes.
skates.
Segway people too.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the guy that asked you if you have any oranges. Are you guys ever awake for that? The state checkpoint where they wave you through? Yeah.
If you have any fruit,
I was like,
yeah.
that
That's a
I'm like,
big,
oranges, what are you
where was
talking
I
about,
supposed to
Jeff?
go to that?
You have
I
any
get it
fruit?
now.
That's the guy that's going to go, ma'am, step over here, and he's going to get out the rectal thermometer and decide whether you can go to Vegas. Yeah, they're gonna have two.
The nice thing is, have you actually seen some of these thermometers? They're essentially, it's just a.
Oh yeah, no, I saw them out of China. They just walk up and shoot a laser at you.
It's just a.
And it's no contact.
Oh, that is so cool.
We use them at events to test how hot the asphalt
Yeah,
is.
and they're also going to use QR codes to let you get in places. I don't know.
Well, there's a lot that's. You're talking George Orwell.
Well, and you've seen the videos. The first videos that came out of China. Did you see them? Where the drone chastising, go home. What are you doing here? Leave. And it's a drone yelling at people that are walking in the street.
I just watched a Australian 60 Minutes on YouTube. 60 Minutes Australia.
Yeah.
And they were showing that.
I'm breaking our
A
door.
drone in an Australian accent.
Oh, they have them
Away from
too.
the beach. Yeah.
I said, hey, I don't want to be rude, but please, could you just go home?
It's exactly what it was.
Have a little brekkie when you get there, and don't come out until July.
I don't think they have brekkie. They don't call it's brekkie in England. It's not brekkie in Australia.
Oh, I thought that was Australian. I have no idea.
I dated an English girl,
Yeah.
and her circle of friends are an Aussie, a Kiwi, two English people, one from Wales and one from London area.
And
So
that's why
two
she
different-
had you for a boyfriend, because you were the American,
Well, literally, I was at a party.
We have to complete the set.
right?
I was at a party and I literally said, I looked at him, I go, can one of you at least speak normal English, please?
Show me what you're doing here. Like, you don't see it in European
was
Vacation, where the guy goes, and he gets the book, and the guy goes, Daddy, speaking English.
That's like a Welsh. The Welsh
Yes.
and the Scottish have that
Hey,
weird.
Austin, what's a kiwi?
A kiwi?
Yeah, Toby said the guy was a kiwi.
I don't know. What is that?
What's an Aussie?
This is beyond my
So
terminology.
think of kangaroo with an Aussie.
Okay.
And then the Kiwis have they have that weird.
Kiwi's a bird
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know it's
from
I only know those because they make
New Zealand. Yes,
I know
Ryder.
that.
Yes.
I know that.
Beanie Baby with the weird
Yes.
nose.
Yes.
and his name
Wait,
is
wait. Are you
Beanie
guys
Baby.
doing geography through Beanie Babies
Yes, I
now?
know, I know that. I totally like the second. I'm like, oh, it's the Beanie Baby with the long nose.
That's the way.
Yeah. Well, explain the platypus then.
They have a Beanie Baby
Yeah.
too.
That was a kiwi, a duck, and a beaver walk into a bar.
And it lays eggs.
So
So, what have you been doing during the shutdown, Toby?
I've
Have
done
you-
a couple runs for semi-work stuff.
Yeah, that's good. Work is good.
My big Fortune 110 company shut us down before the state shut down.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So, but they're still paying me.
Hey, that's good.
It's all that matters.
That's good.
Applying for gigs. I've applied with Costco, Kroger, which is around.
Yeah.
Because I can drive a forklift, whatever. I'm like, just give me something where I'm busy.
You do a lot of high-profile gigs. That's your forte. LA Marathon. A lot of marathons.
That was the last event.
Yeah. Toby's the guy that stands there with the cup of water, and as you run by, you take it.
I wouldn't know. Do I look like I've been in a marathon anytime recently?
Yeah, the Twilight Zone marathon. That's a Simpsons reference.
They should do like a Halloween themed marathon. I might
We do.
run for that.
We do costume ones all the time. But we do a Christmas run where everybody's dressed as elves.
Well, maybe I need to find out more.
Well, I told you my idea for the Halloween marathon, right?
Huh.
About 4 times along the path, zombies chase you.
They're actually somebody was
Somebody has to do that. It's a no-brainer.
for fun.
A no-brainer.
I told you about the club, the drinking beer, the running club with the beer scavenger hunt. They've done it. One of the fun ones they did was the hares, or the people that lay the trail, showed up and they were wearing. No, they had everybody wear all white and the red sash. And then the hares showed up and put bull horns on their heads, and they left and did their thing. But what they did is they'd already laid the whole trail, so they just waited for everybody to go, and then they came up behind them, dressed as bulls with red skirt.
There was a running of the bulls.
And they did the running of the bulls, but they did
See,
it.
I can get behind the theming. I think I'm more of a party planner than I am the actual runner.
They did it in Compton. You don't have to run though. You don't have to run. That's the beauty of it.
Most of the Disney people just walk it because they want that medal.
Yeah. No, I do. I mean, a lot of the events I work. I mean, I've shared with you about the virtual thing. I've had people that were the last person that was doing the marathon at Knott's, that half marathon there. I was with the last person.
Oh, really?
She's like, I just don't understand how come I'm so slow. I've done 6 virtuals. And I'm not criticizing. It was just like, there's a difference in training. Because one thing, your adrenaline kicks in as soon as the start goes, and you're like this.
Yeah, and then you go
Hurry, hurry,
down.
hurry. And then you're like, a mile in it, you're going,
Yeah.
and you're not going that fast anymore. And you,
Yeah. Well, it's like Michael Scott. He eats all that garlic pasta.
They'd have to have an ambulance behind
well,
you.
I still religiously, because I used to speed skate. So religiously, the night before a race, I still eat fettuccine alfredo.
Load up on carbs.
I do.
Now, Toby he's being modest. Toby is the second greatest roller skater I've ever met next to Rachel.
Love roller skating.
Like, you can roller skate, right? You can
Well,
roller skate backwards. I
According
can't
to
roller
you,
skate backwards.
I'm too old now, and I shouldn't be on skates. I went to get a new pair of skates last year, and you're like, it's done.
Honey,
babe.
you.
What size
I
shoe
just
you wear?
can we just show
I wear a
these?
7.
How many times have you fallen down the one step into your house?
I
And you
can
want
probably skate
to
better
you want to
than
put
LeBron.
wheels on your
But I was
feet.
really good at skating.
Yeah, you'll fall faster.
What rink?
Oh, you mean from my youth? Skate Depot, Cerritos. But I also go to Skateland, Skate-A-Rom in Whittier. There was
Weren't
one.
you the DJ at Skate
The one
Depot?
at,
There wasn't a job at that place I didn't.
those were special
What
occasions
what
when
year
my
did
mom
Skate
would
Depot?
take me there.
What did they close? When year did they close?
They actually just closed.
They were there
4 or 5 years ago.
Like, think about that, Rachel. Skate Depot was there up until like 5 years
That
ago.
makes me
Opened in
sad. We should have went.
79 or 80.
We went there for someone's birthday. Wasn't that the last time you were there? Didn't Kayla or someone have a birthday party?
That
there?
was in Downey. which I'm sure. What's the one in Downey?
Skaterama.
Skaterama.
That's the
Yep.
other one
That
I
building's still
Yeah.
there, but it's a tool supply or something.
Oh.
The only,
Winter Park had a skate rink, but it's a church now.
it's been a church
I
for
don't
a
know
while.
that one.
The only
We
rinks,
had one out in Riverside. I went to a couple times. when we lived
Riverside,
up there. That
Boulder
was
Yeah.
the last
City,
time I
Boulder City
skated.
2000, and
Yeah.
See, he knows.
Southgate are gone.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
trained at all of them. I skated.
Is
at
there
all
a
of them.
skate rink left?
There's one in Orange. I
there's
just looked it up not that long
Orange is
ago.
still there. Fountain Valley's still there.
We went in that one.
I was gonna
And
plan a birthday party there this
Then you
year.
have technically Huntington Beach has the side by side, not side by side, but it's they're the rinks, part of the Ducks program. They have like an ice rink and then 2 roller rinks as part of it. And then you have the best one though is Moonlight Roller Rink, which we should all go. up
Where's
there.
Moonlight?
Moonlight's I'm not sure if it's actually Pasadena. It's Glendale.
Oh, let's go. Put it. Can you put?
out
Here's-
birthday
here's the
ideas to
best-
try to get friends to
here's
go
the
skate
best
with
part.
me, and they all told
They
me
have
no.
theme
Did you
night.
just say you put out?
Yeah, I put out a lot back then too, but now
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
you gotta go skating with.
Can you add skating to the board?
Oh, good idea. Yeah,
So-
I tried, but nobody ever wanted to go. I was like, I'm
Well,
too old. I'll
It's
kill
even
myself.
better. I want to say I shared something with you about it. They had a Prince.
Yeah, I know. You told me.
Oh,
They've
I
had
remember
Harry
when they had
Potter.
that.
She
Sold
she
out.
couldn't go. It was too. Oh, sold out.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay, so they sold out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't get tickets.
So they
to
have a
that.
Harry Potter theme night.
I think they
They've
did a
done-
Bowie too. Is that all the place you're talking about
Yep.
that was supposed to be?
Yeah, that
Okay.
rink. But the best part is on what there's at least one weeknight a week, and maybe for a period during the weekend. They still have a full-on organ there.
Do they really?
And the owner plays. Do, do, do,
Oh, that's
do, do,
cool.
do, do,
I want
do,
to
do.
go. I'm putting it on the.
Do they have Xanadu night or
backward skating?
Bay City
Oh,
Rollers?
lovely.
Keep on dancing to the rock
The
and
last
roll
time I
beat.
was there-
Saturday night.
Well, the only 2 times I've I've been there 3 times. Once for an audition.
Whoa! An
Audition
audition
for
to
what?
work there, or a part in like a
To skate.
roller skate
They-
pornography movie?
Old Navy had a commercial,
Oh.
and I actually got a call back, but they called me back literally the day of and said, "We need you over here at this time." And I'm like, I was literally working an event in downtown LA. I'm going, I can't just leave this right now. I go, can you give me a better, like later today?
He
I
said,
mean,
"No, you will come tonight, or you will not skate with us."
I literally, I could tell the guy was like looking at the video going, he goes, hold on. And I could tell he was looking at the video of me because I'd taken a video and I'm going, But anyways, and then I did, remember that show Parenthood?
The TV series
Yeah.
that came out? Yeah, I was obsessed
There's a
with that
roller
one.
skating scene in that, and I'm in it.
Really?
When the kids come skating by, we were out
Oh,
there.
I'm gonna have to try and find that one.
They filmed an episode at Knott's. I met the whole cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to meet.
I only met the
Ralph.
kids.
So jealous.
Yes.
I only met the kids because
That's all.
Do you ever see that episode of Malcolm in the Middle where the dad becomes a skater? He wears the costume and skates around. It's great.
I want to say I've seen a
Are you a-
gif of it.
Is it roller skates or roller blades?
I can do both.
You can do it. See, I can do skates.
been on roller
I have
blades
never
in
been
my
on
life.
roller
For giggles,
blades.
I used to put a blade on and have a quad on.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
I mean,
no.
I ice skated when I was young.
A quad?
So I'm assuming I could.
A
roller
quad? They call it a quad? I'm behind. The last
Well,
time I wore skates,
We as skaters called them quads.
the last time I wore skates, they were white with the red stripe down the, and they're the boot.
The old roller derbies.
And I remember going to Skate Depot, and the ones they rented were the low top, like tennis shoe ones, and I had trouble because I need that ankle support because I'm old,
Well, you just don't have ankles. Some people don't have.
and I've never
But
used
the
a
ankles-
stopper.
The amazing thing is, you only need the ankle support to go to there. You don't need it to go as high as you think. So those ones that they had at Skate Depot or whatever went up high enough for you.
Oh, they did. Okay.
You just you
It's
associate it with
psychological.
it. Yeah. You may not have tightened up the top lace because, like on tennis shoes, I don't typically tie. Well, my laces aren't tied, but I don't tie the top.
You know, at Skate Depot, I never got
skating now.
I never got picked for Ladies' Choice. Not one time ever. And you know what? I would stand there like with my hip cocked, with my skates on, waiting
Did
for
you
some
skate
girl.
well?
What I want to know
No,
is when did you go there? Because you and I were around every time. We never went there.
I went to Skate Depot.
We never
I,
went
What
there.
year would this have been? Because I lived
You
there.
gotta admit, there was probably a couple of years that we were on. We were every weekend.
oh yeah, no, we were inseparable. Absolutely. No,
Now
I
we know what Jeff snuck away and did.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going. I
He was
literally.
there on
here's
senior night.
I'll tell you when I
I
went.
remember the times I went. Go ahead.
I went when I was probably 12 or 13.
So, yeah, that was when I was gone.
Yes, and then I went when I was 18 or 19. So it was you were right in the middle there.
If you go back at 18 or 19,
See, with-
skating wasn't your
See,
thing.
18 or
obviously.
19, I was working there.
You were probably roller skated right past each other.
But I would have been working. You know, I would have been looking at everything. How you would have got by?
I was very ugly, and people shunned me, like Quasimodo.
You already knew that.
I was well aware of your.
You know,
looks.
I've told
I remember the stripe.
Yeah. So do I, unfortunately. I've told people this. I think I've done it on the show. You and I got on the back of your scooter and rode your scooter. It must have been 7 miles to that tiki bowling alley because they had Bubble Bobble. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one in Long Beach. Was that Java Lanes or was it the one in Paramount?
Paramount.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember riding the scooter to Greg's place.
Yeah, Lakewood,
And then like
Right by
it being dark and going,
Dutch Village.
oh crap.
Well, your mother would sometimes come pick us up in your truck and put the scooter in the back because we're like, it took 3 hours to get here. We're never going to make it home.
Because all that scooter did was get slower and slower. And
Yeah,
slower and
yeah,
slower as
yeah.
time went on, so.
But I was,
It was a
Austin.
50.
What's that?
It was a 50cc.
50cc. Austin wants to get a scooter, and I've told him. Toby and I used to go to the gas station, the mobile station on Studebaker and Rosecrans, and we would fill it up with 75 cents. 75 cents filled it up, and that would take us anywhere we wanted to go.
I mean, days.
All right, I'm gonna flip this around. Hold on.
Alternating.
Oh, there we are.
Conversation.
Now, is that an iPhone or is that an Android phone?
It's an Android because the phone guy came to my house, ripped me off, and left us with the crappiest phones ever.
Phone
I
guy?
have an own
Whoa.
phone guy. I mean, I have an iPhone, but he took
Who
my
gets the
iPhone
phone
I
guy to
liked.
come to their house?
Oh,
And he took my good one and gave me a
AT&T.
crap one.
AT&T sends the phone guy to
Yeah.
your house.
AT&T corporate or an AT&T
It-
store?
In his trunk, he just
Corporate.
car trade like
So wait,
phones.
during this lockdown.
No.
Last year.
This was a year ago. No, it wasn't. It wasn't
Anyway,
anytime
I've
recent.
never heard of
He
this.
promised he was going to get us out of our contract.
No, wait.
with
Let me
Sprint.
tell the story real quick.
Oh, go for it.
We wanted the
Long
TV
story.
moved from one wall to the other, so they sent a repairman out to do it.
Okay.
And his supervisor showed up and started talking to us about phones. And about 2 hours later, was getting us all new phones and promising us the world.
Oh.
And then we never heard back from him again.
Nope. He never answered.
And when we broke our $3,000 contract with Sprint,
To switch.
now they don't answer my calls anymore. How about that?
Oh, it is getting cold out here.
Yeah.
Josie's show's gonna start, so I'm gonna shut the door. I'm not trying to be
Yeah,
rude.
no.
But if she can't hear, she's gonna start yelling at me. So if you need me,
We're going to socially
Text me.
distance here.
okay. All right.
Good
It
seeing
was
you.
very good to see you.
Real quick,
Yes.
find her a thumb drive. I got shows for you guys to watch during this downtime
Oh.
that I've had on my drive for a while.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
English Big Brother, Canadian Big Brother,
Oh,
Australian Big Brother, I think, but I don't know.
and tonight is Survivor.
Tonight is
So don't
Survivor.
social distance
Because I
too
know
long,
Jeff
'cause I'm
loves
excited.
the Big Brother, and he'll love, and that's where you learn the English accents. You'll learn where they come from.
Look at his face.
When a girl goes, "I got things to talk to you about."
Imagine them in the diary room. I told the guy I wasn't going to put up with it for a second. And he came after me and his lorries were up, and I told him I'd give you a word for a little man, and I knocked him into next week, and that's why I voted him
You
out.
sound
Now
like
imagine
Mrs.
it's a
Doubtfire.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Doubtfire that I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Now imagine it's a lady saying,
Yeah.
a real lady, not,
Yeah.
not a man playing a lady.
Yeah, no, a real woman.
Tonight is the family episode of Survivor, so I
It-
have to get my Kleenex ready.
It was a run by fruiting.
Hey, Rachel. Oh,
You know what I was telling? Did you see the episode we did with Michael Jackson, or did you just listen to it? I have a Michael Jackson cardboard cutout. Remember when we collected standees?
yeah, that's the beauty. I only got to listen to them.
Yeah.
The first batch. Now once I realized they were video, because I heard you say it a few times, but I was driving in the car. I'm like,
Oh
I
yeah, you
watch it
can't.
anyways.
No.
And then well, now that I know they're on video, that's the reason I'm slower on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I wouldn't rush to watch them.
I've been literally organizing stuff, like you saw, I found the Pirate Radio shirt.
I know. Pirate. If you're not cranking it, you must be yanking it. Scott Shannon on Pirate Radio.
You know, this is the funny thing with that. You know, obviously, I was the DJ at the roller rink, so I already had it. And everybody's always told me I have a radio voice.
Yeah.
And I was doing college radio at Long Beach City College at the time. And I met, guy's name I think was Big Watusi.
The Big Watusi.
That was his name on Pirate Radio. And he's like, yeah. He goes, you'd be great. He goes, you know what, you should come down and at least intern. I was like, sure, let me, put me in, coach. And talk to the guy. He goes, yeah, just call me next morning. Tomorrow. I'm in middays or whatever it was. Call me tomorrow. call in tomorrow, the next day, and go ahead and call back a little later. Okay. Call back and they go, I'm sorry, he's not here. And I was like, he's not here? They go, yeah, you should probably turn on your radio. And I don't remember what they switched to. I want to say they switched to like Spanish music for the day, for a week or whatever.
Oh,
Just kinda
yeah.
Like scatter
When
everything.
Pirate went off the air?
Yeah, they walked in and let everybody go. But literally, the day before is the day I meet somebody that says, oh yeah, here, I can dial you in and get you in.
Well, we did that episode with a Michael Jackson standee, and it's from the bad era.
Is that the celebrity party?
Yes.
I just was about to start watching that.
He's wearing those boots with the buckles down the side.
Not the EO boots, but the
black one with the buckles.
With either the white shirt or a blue shirt with the straps across.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shirt. Okay.
So I was telling him that
Why do I know?
I had those boots. Bobby bought them for me at Wild Pear, and Rachel looked at me and she goes, I can't imagine you ever wearing those. I said, no, I had a whole ritual. I would wear 2 pairs of socks, and I would take like 10, 15 minutes to put them on until they were perfect, and I'd walk out. She goes, you left the house? And my daughter's howling. And I said, yeah, I left the house wearing my Michael Jackson boots, and I also wore my Universal Studios fake seatbelt that I wore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was a mess. I was a complete mess. And I wonder why I couldn't get picked for
But here's
Ladies'
the best
Choice.
part. You were a mess.
Oh, yeah.
No. You were a mess. I saw Corey Feldman last year.
Oh, he's
the year-
still a mess.
The year before at NAMM.
Yeah.
And he's walking through with his Corey's Angels.
The Corey's Angels, yeah.
And I just went, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I literally thought, that is what I could have stayed like if I would have stayed like we were in high school.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's actually a very astute observation. Corey Feldman is if you just never advanced past 1988.
Yep.
For him, he's still in the Lost Boys. He's still getting a license to drive, and he is still listening to Your Bud Is Mine. Directed by Martin Scorsese.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
And Marty's loving that still going. Yeah,
I did that thing.
Of course, what was the other director that did Thriller?
John Landis.
John Landis. I want to say Martin Landau.
He said, if we don't get this shot, heads will roll. Oh, that's too soon. And the other gang leader in Bad is Wesley Snipes.
That's true. I remember that.
It was supposed to be Prince. And Prince said,
What?
your first lyric is Your Bud Is Mine. I'm not going to be in your video.
Did he really say that?
Oh, they reached out to him. Yeah, he was the first choice. Because Michael Jackson at that point was riding so high. He had done Thriller, and he was offered Labyrinth. Him, Mick Jagger turned down Labyrinth before Bowie took it.
Yeah. Wow.
And then he did. Do you remember Moonwalker?
Yep.
You went
It was
with us?
You, I, and Mr. It was Greg called us at school. Said you guys gotta figure out a way out of school. Of course, you and I, that was easy. We just went, okay, well,
Just go out
David, take the car around back. We'll walk out through Mr. Krabs' class.
Yeah, either Krabs class or the drama class we could walk right out of.
I remember halfway through junior and all of senior year, I never got a lunch pass credential.
But why bother? We had ways out.
Literally, I don't remember. I want to say Diane and the other lady that was there. They would just wave at me.
Yeah.
They never even asked because we were just going.
Because we were straight A students. What are they going to yell at us for? They're going to yell, you came back too soon.
But you know what that instilled in me? I can go anywhere, anytime. You just have the confidence of knowing where you're going.
Well, yeah, that Greg taught us that. If you look like you're supposed to be there, no one's going to say a word to you.
Yep. I remember, how many hours did we spend walking around Paramount? We had fast to get in.
Oh, yeah, no, 6 or 7 all day.
Yeah,
there was no reason to leave. we're just here.
Boo Boo Kitty!
Yeah. It's funny because when I do tell that story, the Boo Boo Kitty is the most iconic prop I've ever seen, I think. I mean, I've seen, it's hyperbole because I've seen the Ark of the Covenant and the lightsabers and all that. Yeah. But there's something about, something as odd as Boo Boo Kitty, seeing it for real was amazing. And it was next to the jukebox from Happy Days and the stroller from the Untouchables. Oh. Which at the time was new. They were touting it.
Yeah, it was 88, 89.
Yeah. But the jukebox, I mean, that's the jukebox.
Yeah, well, I remember you and I both looking at each other and thinking, It's just behind this piece of glass.
Yeah, in 10 minutes we could have it in the car. We could just take it. Remember we walked. You went on the Western costume trip too, right? Where the guy showed us Maverick's helmet from Top Gun.
Yes.
Like it's just on a shelf, and I'm like, well, we could just take that. What does Jason Robard say in Parenthood? You're bigger than that, kid. Just do it.
Oh, yeah. The adventures.
Oh yeah, completely, just insane. You in my book about Back to the Future, it's you and Norman that are trapped on the showboat for like 2 hours, as security walks right by you with their flashlight. That's legendary, freaking legendary.
You know, and never ever will anybody be able to do what we did then.
Oh no, those days are over.
I mean, obviously,
those days are
you know,
over.
technology's just caught up with everything.
Yeah, technology, and you're a terrorist, and what are you doing here? Yeah, no, I always tell people, guys like us grew up in the perfect time because we were able to do stupid stuff, but nobody found out about it unless we wanted them to.
Yeah.
And we didn't get caught. We never got caught.
Well, we did get caught by that weird guy dressed in camo who said he was going to turn us in, but in reality he was just he knew he's some nut job himself in there playing army drills.
Yeah, he was terrified. That was
That was the time when we walked on the live set, and the security guard climbed out of the car and said, because we were like, "Ooh, a '57 Chevy! Oh, this is sweet!" And we weren't doing nothing. We were just walking over to check it out. And that guy climbs up. Guys, better get on your way.
I've called him. Yeah, that's right. And that was The Women of Brewster Place.
That's what that was.
A TV movie with Oprah Winfrey.
Because we walked into a makeup room or something, and her photos were all over everything.
Yeah, and the sign that we wanted to see but dreaded to see was hot set.
Yeah,
which meant this is being used for filming. Don't touch anything.
But
and
we didn't realize it was a hot set until we were leaving.
Oh yeah,
until he told us we were leaving. We're like, oh, there's the sign.
Yeah, that guy. He was outnumbered. There was about 8 of us on that trip, including Randy, who was like 10 feet 2.
Intimidating and a half. Yeah.
And the last thing he wanted was any trouble. And the funny part is, we're not in any trouble.
Yeah. No.
None of us were in any trouble, ever.
No matter how much people told us we looked older, looking at photos, we were kids. Everybody knew we were kids.
No, the picture of me in Lou's Cafe from Back to the Future, I look 10.
Yeah.
I have the worst hairdo, and I have acne.
We were lucky if we weighed 125 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say I grew taller after high school, another 2 inches after high school. But I was 120 pounds, which is, thinner than I am now, obviously.
I was half the man I am.
That's true, yeah. I guess it is half.
But also remember, it's not just age, but and this is not a cop out, but food has changed.
Oh no!
You and I grew up in an era where my mother made dinner every night.
Oh yeah, no.
Fast food was once a week, maybe.
Preservatives.
Yeah,
Processed preservatives. I mean, here's how I actually came to that conclusion. And when I started to realize milk had something like the growth hormones being given to the cows to make them pump the milk was coming out because all the kids were coming through and they were a foot taller than their parents.
Yeah, and bigger and
I'd see their grandparents
broader.
And I'm going, yeah, there's something in the milk now because
Yeah.
these kids were all 6 foot tall and their parents were 5 foot.
Yeah, I remember reading stuff like in the late 90s about how processed food this, and I didn't believe it, but as I had kids, I'm like, oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. We look, and I mean, go to Target. The mannequins are all big and husky.
Oh, yeah, whoa.
Growing up, they were sticks with clothes draped on them.
Oh man, I need to share some pictures of the mannequin stores I had to go to for a big Target experience I had to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A couple years ago, I got to go to the mannequin store. Whoa! Walking into one of them, they had a wall of mannequin heads. And
nice.
The first one was just like this.
Oh.
Like the full-on cover. Is that like a Pink Floyd album or?
Yeah, Scorpions.
Scorpions, like just that.
Yeah.
And it's got like wax and they're all dusty and it's like they've been sitting there a long time. And then I walked in and there was like a mannequin with its arm like this. And when you walked around to this side, it was like an 8-foot arm.
Oh.
And I mean, there was all kinds of things. Superhero, like full-on just
Well,
triangle
you remember
body.
those ones they used for a while that were like people laughing? They were like 50s looking people that were giggling. That's very disturbing.
Well, this lady supplied Johnny Carson before Jay Leno, but did all of Jay Leno's shows. Anytime they needed a mannequin, she was the lady that, like, she was like, oh yeah, and all this. And we only rented the mannequins from her. We didn't purchase anything from her. How much time we got?
Hold on, my watch only works if I shake it or something. It's one of those that measures my steps.
Yeah.
I'm okay right now.
You know you're like trendy with the selfie stick.
Oh, well, I have to, because when we first started doing these episodes, they were 15 minutes. I can hold a phone sideways for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't hold a phone for an hour.
Are you up to an hour now?
They're like, some of them.
I'm still at like 30 minutes right now. The ones.
Some of them were an hour, and I'm like, I have to. Oh God, I went to Walmart, and I'm like, where can I find the selfie sticks? You know, like when Toad goes into the shop in American Graffiti. He's like, I'll have a comb, a pint of Old Harper's, and this and that. And the guy's like, here you go, gonna need an ID for the beer, the liquor. I'm like, I'll have Homer Simpson does in The Simpsons. I'll have a home douche product, a pint of Old Harper, and some illegal fireworks. So I did that where I buried the selfie stick. I buried the lead, but I had to buy it, $5. But
I had one somewhere, but I have no idea where it's at. I don't think. Well, I did use it because I have a GoPro, and I would take it snowboarding.
I have a GoPro, but I don't have a SD card for it, so I have to buy the little mini SD card with the adapter, and well, I can just stick that on my head, right? On a helmet.
Well, I mean, yeah, I got the selfie stick because it was cool to take. I would use it snowboarding.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I would have, had I...
Listen,
skating
selfie sticks are fine as long as you're not using it to take a million pictures of yourself doing, like, lip things, or if you're an idiot who takes it on a roller coaster. And that's what the big problem was at Disney, was somebody took it on California Screamin' and shut the whole ride down for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Well,
Can't do that.
Hey, it's, I'd like to say natural selection would get those people, but...
They might take a few of us with them. That's the problem.
Well, that's what we're dealing with right now. Why we're on lockdown.
Yeah. Have you heard the term COVIDiot?
Yep. With all those people in spring break. Did you see what happened in Michigan today?
They protested, yeah.
Did you see the way they protested?
By clumping.
Gathering in large groups and, we're working on our constitutional rights. I understand where you're coming from, but...
I talked about the show. It was a illegal protest to protest not being able to protest illegally. I don't know. It hurts my head. It hurts my head.
And I appreciate the right to own firearms. I don't have an issue with that. But I do have a concern when a number of protesters show up, not only bringing guns, but they're showing up with automatic weapons and bulletproof vests.
Well, the one in Virginia was peaceful, so...
I mean, and it is, but I don't, just like before this, I wasn't comfortable with masks.
Now we are, right?
Am I still comfortable? No.
No.
Am I going to roll with it? Yes.
You kind of have to.
Because it's the better for the greater good.
Yeah, but, I agree.
It's just a tough call. I mean, I'm thankful that we locked down as quick as we did.
Well, it saved a lot of lives, so...
I've got...
Let's hope it loosens up a little bit and they can open up some stores for us to go to.
I've got 3 friends that have gone through the plague already.
You know 3 people that have had it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah. My pretty much my best friend right now, Carlo, he called me while I was at LA Marathon on Friday and said, hey, can you pick me up tomorrow? And I said, no, I'm working the marathon. I can't come down. Call my buddy JJ. So JJ goes and picks him up. Carlo goes home. Not sure if I talked to him on Monday or Sunday, but I talked to him on Monday and said, hey, how's everything going? He goes, feel horrible, heading to the ER. And I was like, what? I called JJ up and I'm like, is Carlo sick? He goes, his nose was running and he was sneezing a little bit, but no big deal. And for Carlo to go to the ER, he's a city employee. He gets sick on occasion every couple of years. He doesn't really get sick, and he was bad. And he was laid down, and he didn't go to work pretty much the entire month of March. He was in bed for 22 days. Every day.
How's he doing now?
He's okay now. He's back to work. Some of the medication, because the problem with treating coronavirus is that they can only treat the symptoms.
Yeah, there's no
So if you have
drugs
a
yet.
cough, they can give you an anti-cough suppressant.
Mhm.
If you have a runny nose, they give you that. If your lungs, I mean, if you get to a point where you can't breathe, obviously they put you on a ventilator. They can only treat the conditions. There is no magic cure for it.
No.
So it's
Not yet.
They're on the fly. And keep in mind, when Carlo went in, he was the first person admitted in Long Beach. They didn't list his name or anything. They admitted him and they sent him home because the test came back negative. But this is when the test didn't work. The
Wow.
first batch of tests. So he only was able to get an antibody test this last week and confirm that he had it. And he made a second visit to an ER. Another week later, he was still that bad that he felt the need to go to an ER again, after he'd already been told, well, it's possible you have it, but just go home and quarantine yourself. So
We'll probably hear a lot of stories like that. So thank goodness he's okay.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
We just want people to be okay, you know.
well, exactly. I mean, my concern is I have asthma. I know your wife has.
Rachel has asthma. That's why we are like surgeons here. We have a whole pile of clothes here you can see in front of us. The outer garments get left at the door. We go in and we scrub. We wear masks, and that's to protect Rachel, because if she gets sick, it's bad because of her asthma is already really bad. Like, you know, asthma's terrible.
Yep.
So that's all we're doing.
Yeah.
Every time she looks at me, like, I go, do this, and then I go, we're all doing this to save you. You cannot get this. You won't bounce back in a way that we like.
Well, I can tell you, I just found out today that another friend of mine had it, and he's like, he said he had it in late January. Because I don't know if you've seen that. There's a lot of people that are saying they were really sick in December, January. So there's a lot of people that probably had it sooner, but we didn't have it.
But every time you try to say that on Facebook, somebody tries to debunk you. You can't make that argument, which is bizarre.
Sides. You've got both
Yeah.
sides to it. You've got the people that are over here going, chloroquine's the most amazing thing in the world. Well, I can tell you, I knew guys that were in the military that went to Desert Storm, and they're like, that shit is gnarly.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a hardcore drug.
You know,
it treats malaria.
Yeah, it's not a simple thing, and
It's not a Flintstones chewable.
you know, there's an idea to it, but let the idea play out and figure it out. Make sure before you promote it. But it goes down another road that we don't need to go down. But
It's more fun to talk about roller skating.
yeah,
So in 1980, I went to your birthday party. What month is your birthday?
November.
I went to your birthday in November, so that would have been 6 months after The Empire Strikes Back came out. You were back in town, and for your birthday, I got you the Slave One die-cast Kenner vehicle. My mother probably paid $5.99 for it.
It was about this big, right?
Yeah, it's a little smaller than that. The gimmick that makes it cool is, though, when you tip it up to fly, you can see a little Boba Fett in it, and the wings are gravity activated.
Yeah.
If you had left that carded, it'd be worth about $800 right now.
Jeez.
Isn't that insane? That's insane.
But there's so much stuff like that we
Oh yeah, you and I went on collecting binges for years.
imagine. What's a Back to the Future stand-up worth now?
Oh, I had the part 1 and the part 2 standees. They got lost in the moves. They're about $350 plus $150 to ship them. They are not cheap, and that's if you can find them. The most common one is for $3 because that's the one nobody really wants. But 1 and 2, man, forget about it. And do you remember the one that we got that the video box raised up and down?
Yep.
I don't know what happened to that one. I think Berg took it in one of the moves. That's a couple hundred by itself too. That's the one I really want back.
Well, I just remember we had so many. I mean, I remember the Paramount generic ones for like the Golden Child and all those.
The ones that were just flat of the poster.
And the base was the same. It was
Yeah.
just a different and
Cookie
then,
cutter. You're talking about
having the Ishtar
Golden
one,
Child,
the Ishtar.
Ishtar, Running Man.
The Ishtar one was ridiculously large. Did we get that from a movie? No, the one we got from a movie theater was Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, you had
Part
Revenge
two.
of the Nerds. And, oh my God. Revenge of the Nerds 2,
Remember
Nerds in
how big
Paradise.
It was like
It was
half
about-
the size of your window.
It was about 10 feet wide and 8 or 9 feet high. Like, it was in the David Carradine? Robert Carradine. Robert.
No,
the Robert Carradine, David, the Carradine
Robert was the
figure.
Kung Fu guy.
Yeah. No, David Carradine was a Kung Fu guy.
Okay, so then Robert.
So Robert. We got it. Robert
What about
Carradine,
Jeff
standee of him wearing the floaty around his vest, was about 4 feet high. Like, it was. We've been to movie theaters lately, and they've had some like
Pretty gnarly.
enormous standees. this was one of those, and you got it home.
Well, I don't remember how we got. I remember we just kept going to the theater. It was the old Twin outside of Cerritos Mall, right?
I was gonna say Cerritos Twin, baby. we learned that the schedule.
Yes.
The day the movie was released in theaters, they put them in the trash.
Yeah.
So every Friday we would head over there and dig and see what they
had. I
had.
want to say we actually talked to them. And
No, I think you got that one from the owner, the manager.
I want to say he just said, come back on this day. And, because we were there I said we rode over there every other day.
Yeah. Well, you and I had a circuit.
Yeah, well, there was that. There was Raymer, the Indian gentleman on Woodruff.
Oh yeah. The guy that hired us to videography his chandelier store opening, and offered to feed us, and we're like, I don't know what you're serving. I don't know what this is.
It's Indian food.
Yeah.
And all I know is I remember smelling it and going, I still don't eat spicy
The
stuff.
Jack in the Box across the street. If I eat that, I'm going to be in trouble.
Knowing what we know now about curry, oh man.
Oh, I bet it was good.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying though, knowing what we know now.
It tore me up. We used to go to, do you remember, next to Cloth World, there was a video store?
Cloth.
Studebaker and Rosecrans.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Video Guild.
Yep.
And that guy was very generous. He would just give us bags of stuff. He'd go, please,
give us rolls
just
of
take
posters.
it. Yeah.
He wouldn't even open
No.
the stuff.
Sometimes you would come out of there with 15 or 20 posters rolled into one tube.
Yeah.
And
I told you I've got a whole roll of posters that we need to go through.
Some of those were classic.
Well, I know there's still a few classics in there, but there's a couple that I know. There's at least one that I know you're gonna be like, I want that.
Well, which one?
I'm not gonna. We're gonna go through it.
It sounds good. When this is over,
Yes.
we'll make an episode out of it.
Because I've got that. I've got a bin. I almost took a picture of the bin, but I'm like, no, that just gives away what's in.
Yeah,
the
don't
bin
give away
too
what
much.
it is. But a bin of what? Of promo stuff?
You name it. It's in.
Oh, that's great.
It's one of those. It's like
That's
It's
fantastic.
like this. I've got a few things like that still, and I plan on. Remember when I gave you the Haunted High flyer?
Yeah.
And that Back to the Future.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, there's Back to the Future stuff's in the case.
Yeah.
And the little Howard the Duck head, the candy head.
Yeah.
Even my kids laugh because the candy head is smoking a cigar.
Oh, that was what the character did. What did I just watch? Have you seen the documentary? It's free on YouTube Movies if you haven't seen it. The Stan Lee documentary.
Yeah, the one with Kevin Smith. Yeah,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because they covered Howard the Duck in it.
Howard the Duck, man. Again, the same story. You and I went and saw Howard the Duck at the Lakewood Theater, Pacific Theater, opening night on the big screen.
Yep.
The next Friday, Alondra $6.50. Howard the Duck lasted 1 week at the big theater, summer of '86.
Now, I want to say I read somewhere that somebody's wanting to try that
Oh,
again.
they hired Kevin Smith to write
Okay.
an animated series for Disney Plus, but somebody quickly said, "Look, that's a terrible idea. Some ideas just need to stay dead."
Yeah.
Howard the Duck has been done.
Well,
What's there to gain from
but
screwing with that?
It'd be amazing to see Howard Duck integrated into the Marvel.
Well, he's in Guardians, so that's what you get.
Is he?
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. He has the line after the credits. He's in the movie.
I did not.
Yeah, it's
The first one or the?
it's the first one. It's Seth Green. Seth Green does his voice,
Oh.
and then in game
Maybe
you
I
can
did
see
see
him
that.
for a second if you know where to look.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the ETs in one of the prequels.
Oh yeah, the ETs are in the Senate scene of
Yeah.
Phantom Menace. That connects the ET universe with the Star Wars universe. Let's check right time. All right, soon. But it's been good talking with you.
Yep.
This is great.
It's good to see you too.
And I know it looks like we're close, but we're actually not, because I did it when I flipped the camera around. You could zoom out and zoom in, and you're actually quite a distance away. So nobody freak out.
Yeah, well, depth is never.
No.
Cell phones don't have depth.
No, I'm going to flip it around one more time.
All that on your phone, or you downloaded it to your computer?
No, I'm old school. I put it in the computer, and then I edit it together, and then it takes, if it's about 45 minutes or a little longer, it takes 3 hours to render into a film.
Is that going up to YouTube, or you mean rendering it?
No, rendering it in
Into a solid
Windows Movie Maker. Yeah.
Have you tried it with your wife's phone? To see how iMovie on the phone works?
Well, I have iMovie on the iMac, and I spent. Did you see that Back to the Future 2 thing that we
I
did?
didn't yet. I was just having.
it's a series of stills, and then I put the dialogue to it.
Okay.
I'd spent 6 hours putting it together, and it wouldn't save. Error. I got an error message every time it tried to save.
Well, I mean, rendering depending on the power of your computer is.
I wanted to die. So I went right back to the computer I'm using now, the Windows Movie Maker. I bought it at Circuit City. That'll tell you how old it is. But I know how to edit on it in like no time at all. It just takes a while. And I am fully aware that it's going to die and go to computer heaven. But until that day, I will continue to use it. Whatever works, right?
No, my old laptop, I got a new one now. My old laptop, I was still using it. Wasn't hardly using the new one. I just bought it because I was ready for this one to die. Thought the drive was going to die. Had just done all my resumes, updated, different resumes for different types of jobs I'm applying for, and it died. Taking all those resumes, and I hadn't uploaded them all yet.
Oh, when I'm working on my novel, if I lose a page, I want to kill myself.
Well, you should be utilizing something like Google Docs. That way, you're typing into it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Your edits instantaneous, but it's automatically.
You're right. But what I do is, I constantly save, and then when I'm done with my session of 5 to 10 pages, I save it, I email it to myself, and I put it on a flash drive. Okay. So it's in 3 to 4 places, because I did lose my book one time, the whole book, and you want to kill yourself.
Oh yeah.
You ever see Wonder Boys, where Michael Douglas is writing a novel and at the end it just gets scattered to the winds? Oh, or in Misery, when she makes him burn the first book he's worked on. Oh, that's writer horror.
Yeah, no, see it.
All right, Toby, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, sir.
We'll do this again.
Yes.
If you get to a point where you need human contact, you let me know. Here's what we'll do. We will fix you a plate of food, and we will set up a table, and we can have dinner from the porch to the driveway.
There you go.
That's what people do in times like this.
That's true.
All right, let me turn this off. You want to do 91 Reasons? What show is it?
91 Reasons.
Now that's a radio voice.